I watched SmackDown, and clearly, I enjoyed the show a lot better than Monday Night Raw. I mean, you got to be a half-brained idiot to not realize that SmackDown is the better show compared to the fucking filth and the disgusting trash that is on Monday nights. But I watched SmackDown, and even though I enjoy SmackDown a lot more than I do Raw, I still watch it in the same vein that I do Raw. I pick apart everything. Now, I don't know if I'm overly picky. I don't know if I'm just becoming one of those fucking people that just doesn't like anything. But I watch the show with different eyes compared to everybody else. Monday Night Raw, they know they suck. They know they make no sense. They know that everything that they do exudes zero fucking passion and emotion. But with SmackDown, sometimes they do something that feels right in the moment, but when you look back on it, it really doesn't make much sense. Now, I don't want to nitpick on anything, but I gotta call SmackDown out for some really fucking, I don't want to say stupid decisions. I just want to call them out for something that could turn into a bad thing later on. And we'll discuss that. The show wasn't bad tonight by any means. The show was not bad at all. It's just that certain things that I see really don't make much sense to me. Illogic or illogical decisions are just plentiful in WWE. You gotta make sense of what you're putting on television. Yeah, I'm a fan. Yeah, I watch the show just like everybody else. But if I don't call them out for the things that they do, I wouldn't be doing my job. And then you guys would not be smarter for it in the end. You see, I do this because I love doing it. I love the wrestling. I love WWE. I love coming on here and being in front of a camera, being in front of a microphone, no matter how shitty my voice sounds. Thanks to Monday Night Raw. But if I don't make one of you smarter by the end of this review, then I failed at doing my job. See, that's what I do. That's what I go into this thinking about. I take notes, I think, I watch, I dissect, I come here and regurgitate what I took in. If I don't make one of you smarter at the end of the night, I didn't do my job. I did not sit here and do my job properly. And we're going to discuss some of the things. There's just a few things. It's not overly bad. But I want to make you guys well aware of what could be if WWE continues on the path that they are going with some situations on SmackDown. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to dive into that in a little bit. I do want to make a few announcements. I am, of course, JD. If you didn't know that already, go fuck yourself. If you're new around here, hit the fucking subscribe button. What the fuck are you waiting for? And you know what? While you're at it, hit the fucking bell too, because I know half of you didn't get my fucking Monday Night Raw review. Normally my Raw reviews, and I'm gonna give YouTube a pass on this. Now I know the product is trash, but Monday Night Raw reviews are doing 50% of what they should be doing. Normally my Raw reviews for something like that last night easily eclipses 30,000 views. We're barely at 20. Now, 20,000 is good. That's at least 1/3 of the audience I have in overall subscribers. But, YouTube is not really being friendly to wrestling related content right now, and hopefully they're working on that. But I do want to make a few announcements. Because of the YouTube bullshit, as you guys know, I'm on the IRW network. Today, I finished and put the finishing touches on Off the Script Retro Episode 1. Thursday, you're going to hear that. Thursday, you're going to sign up for it, and you're going to listen to 2 hours of JD talk about the things that he loves from 1991 Survivor Series, Tuesday in Texas, and the 1992 Royal Rumble. All the events in between leading up to Ric Flair walking out of Albany, New York, the WWF champion. It's going to be a great fucking podcast, and I hope you guys sign up for it. You can sign up right now for free. You can sign up tonight and all day tomorrow for free. Once you get to June 1st, you're going to have to pay to listen to that classic shit. $2.99 a month. And that's the way the structure is going to be. Oh, JD, why are you going to a pay site? Because my content's good enough to pay for. That's why. People telling me, how come you didn't release a teaser? How come you didn't put up Off the Script Retro #1 so that you can entice us to go over there and spend $2.99? Why would I? Why the fuck would I? Yeah, I'm going to post a teaser on YouTube for about 5 minutes and let you guys in on what's going on, which in turn, hopefully that convinces you, you know what, this guy's worth $2.99 a month. If he's going to release content like this every fucking week on IRW Network, I'll give him $2.99 a month. But I'm not giving you guys episode 1 for free just so that you sign up and listen to it for free. No fucking way, man. You guys should already have faith in me to know that what you're getting is going to be fucking great. Come on now. I'm no dummy. This is a business, man. And Eric Bischoff bringing me on a pay site, pay for content site. Why am I going to give you anything for free? To the fucking goons who've been complaining, why didn't you give it to us for free so that we can actually sign up for it? And if we like it, sign up. If not, then go fuck yourself. No. Because I can tell you right now that what you're getting on June 1st with that episode 1, you're going to want to stay signed on. Because every week, you're going to get retro reviews. So leave it at that to the fucking clowns complaining already before I even upload anything. You should know already, motherfucker. This isn't fucking some bum on YouTube who's going to half-ass bullshit. You're going to get crisp sounding, logical fucking thoughts with passion behind it. And I'm going to put an extra little spice in it for you as well. Okay? The Off the Script that you see on YouTube is going to remain the same. It's going to remain untouched. But this gives me an outlet to do something different than what I do on here. So that alone, mixed with what I usually do for you anyway, is worth $2.99 a month. IRWnetwork.com, and you're going to sign up for free tonight and tomorrow, all day, come June 1st, as soon as the clock strikes 12 a.m. on June 1st. Done. You can't sign up for free anymore. It's going to be fucking worth it, man. Episode 1, Off the Script Retro, coming. Sign up for free right now and subscribe to the fucking channel on IRW Network, man. Just go to the marketplace. You'll see me right there. You see me right there next to fucking Bischoff. IRWnetwork.com. Look forward to it this week. It's going to be fucking great. Thank you to everybody who supported the Patreon this week. Patreon.com/JDFromNY206. You guys are getting shout-outs, as always, on Friday's episode of Off the Script. If you guys want to pledge, that is the best, most direct way to pledge and support not only the channel as a whole, but Off the Script as a podcast. So make sure you guys go and check that out, man. Patreon.com/JDFromNY206. And if you guys want to sign up and support my friends over at Audible, they are still and for the rest of the fucking duration will be sponsoring this channel and this podcast, man. Everybody listening to Smackdown Review tonight is going to get one free audiobook of your choice. And we got one more day till we finish May. I want to end strong, man. Show Audible some fucking love. Show Audible that you love Off the Script. If you sign up tonight, 30 days free to try their service, compatible with iPhone and Android. You're going to get one free audiobook of your choice. Over 180,000 books to choose from, a lot of which are wrestling related, man. You guys know which ones I'm talking about. If you guys want to sign up, one free book. You guys can cancel at any time. Keep your audiobook no matter what. And you can take it on the go wherever you go, man. audibletrial.com/offthescript. Great fucking way to support this channel and this podcast, man. audibletrial.com/offthescript. Follow me on Twitter at JDFromNY206 as we near 20,000 followers. I'd love to get verified one of these fucking days. Hopefully soon. And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below and the bell for the notification. and you guys will be notified of when I upload a video. NXT, tomorrow we got a whole new set of tapings. Bobby Roode is going to be there as advertised, and tomorrow, return of Lucha Underground. You guys are getting Lucha Underground review back again. My buddy at MikeWill87 on Twitter, he made me a beautiful Lucha Underground layout. You guys are getting 2 separate reviews for NXT and Lucha Underground every single Thursday, man. So look forward to that. Very, very excited about that. A lot of content coming. And this weekend, Extreme Rules preview and predictions on Friday's episode of Off the Script. Now that I got all that out of the way, let's talk about SmackDown Live. I want to mention this first because it's been on my mind since the beginning of the show. Kevin Owens comes out and hosts his own highlight reel. He said he is the face of America, or the new face of America. He says Chris Jericho claimed to invent the Money in the Bank ladder match, yet he has never won one. The fans chanted for AJ Styles. Owens, clearly disgusted at what he hears, he said he will win the Money in the Bank match, which means he will not only be the United States of America champion, but he will be a dual champion, because when he wins the briefcase, he's also going to be the WWE champion. He introduced one of the people I'm going to step on my way to becoming a double champion, and he introduces the artist, the rock star, known as Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura made his full entrance. Nakamura does his entire shtick. Owens says he doesn't care if he thinks he is a rock star, because this isn't America's Got Talent. He said Nakamura is shrouded in mystery, and a lot of people want to know why he's here and what his future holds. He said he sent the last person who fancied himself a rock star, Chris Jericho, off to an early retirement. He said if he shows up at Money in the Bank, it'll be the last time the fans get to sing along with his little song, because that day will be the day the music dies. Owens is fucking awesome. Kevin Owens is a true dick, and I love it. He is fucking great at what he does. Nakamura then took the mic, and he said, Kevin Owens. That's all he said. That's it. That's the only thing I understood from him. Kevin Owens. Then Baron Corbin comes out, interrupts. Corbin comes down to the ring, had a microphone in his hand, and he mentioned something to Nakamura along the lines of nobody wants to hear what Nakamura has to say. He said the highlight reel is the highlight show, and they showed what he did to Sami Zayn last week, beating him up after that quick victory, punching him while he was in the crowd, and then Sami Zayn comes out. Sami Zayn comes out, and everything starts to break down. Says he's been beating up Sami Zayn for 15 years, so he has nothing to brag about. He said it's his show, and he's not invited, so get the hell out of here. He calls Owens Cartman. Corbin said Nakamura can be an artist, but he'll keep producing highlights as he becomes Mr. Money in the Bank. Nakamura says that he is very forgetful. Didn't I pin you last week, says Nakamura. He turned to Corbin and said he said Sammy could beat him. Corbin and Owens went after Nakamura, but Nakamura fought back. Then all of a sudden, Sammy makes the save. Nakamura popped up, knocked Owens out of the ring. Sammy knocked Corbin out. Tag team match is made. Nakamura and Sami Zayn, two guys who went at it last year at Dallas TakeOver in one of the best matches of 2016, teaming up for the first time ever against Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin. That was your opening match. That was your opening segment for the show. Did what it needed to do. Don't have a problem with it. The one thing I do have a problem with is Shinsuke Nakamura. WWE did so well to protect Nakamura from being overexposed on his way to Backlash. I've seen more of Nakamura in the last 3 weeks than we did in the entire month of April. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know why this guy is on the show every week. I don't know why they booked him in a match with Kevin Owens next week on SmackDown. This is not the way you book Shinsuke Nakamura. If Shinsuke Nakamura is that special type of guy, if Shinsuke Nakamura is the artist, the rock star, the enigma, if Stone Cold Steve Austin has been on record saying that this guy has the makings of a true superstar, why do you want to risk overexposing him already? I already mentioned this on Off the Script. I mentioned this in part 3 on Monday, episode 171. I mentioned Nakamura in a story about Rusev possibly being the 7th man in the Money in the Bank. Why the fuck is Nakamura in the Money in the Bank ladder match to begin with? This is not the type of match you book a superstar like Shinsuke Nakamura in. You don't. You guys might not think it because you haven't been exposed to him all that much. AJ Styles is fit for this type of match. AJ has carried SmackDown on his back. Yes, he belongs in that match. Yes, he belongs in any type of ladder match because that's what AJ Styles does. That's who AJ Styles is. But Shinsuke Nakamura, after the way you had booked him on his way to having a match with Dolph Ziggler, now you want to make him more human. I don't know if you guys are going to understand my logic there. But Nakamura was held back because he's special in his debut match against Dolph Ziggler. Now, you've already teamed him with AJ. You've teamed him with Sammy. You had him pin Kevin Owens twice in 2 weeks. Why would you want to risk humanizing him? I don't get that. Shinsuke Nakamura is in danger right now of being humanized. All because you want his name and his star power in Money in the Bank. I don't get that. And I don't understand that logic. You know? And again, I don't mean to nitpick. And I don't want to pick on something that probably is universally fucking liked right now. Some of you might like Nakamura in Money in the Bank. I don't. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I don't. Because I think he's above that. I don't think it's right for the build of Nakamura, and I don't think it's right for him as a superstar. There's other ways around this. If Nakamura is supposed to be treated as a big deal, then treat him like a big deal. You don't need a Shinsuke Nakamura to sell me on a Money in the Bank ladder match for a briefcase. Both AJ and Nakamura could have been taken out of this match. In fact, Kevin Owens could have been taken out of this match too. You didn't need Shinsuke, AJ, and Kevin Owens in that match at all. Sammy? Yes. Baron Corbin? Yes. Dolph Ziggler? Yes. You haven't done anything with Mojo Rawley. Where's Mojo? Did he disappear? You could put him in there. You could put Ty Dillinger in there. You could put Rusev in there, being that he proclaimed he's coming back at Money in the Bank anyway. There's 6 guys right there. You mean to tell me WWE thought about how can we make Money in the Bank the best we could possibly be? Meanwhile, you put 3 of your biggest guys on SmackDown Live in the match, handcuffing most of the event. Plus, you put your biggest superstar in Nakamura, and yes, Nakamura is bigger than AJ Styles. You put your biggest guy in that match when he doesn't need to be. You're risking overexposing him, and the Money in the Bank ladder match sells itself. You could put me and 5 subscribers in the Money in the Bank. It'll fucking sell. Because it's Money in the Bank. Now, I mean that in a joking way, but you can put a Ziggler, a Corbin, a Zayn, a Rusev, and a guy like Mojo Rawley, who hasn't done anything since WrestleMania. A Ty Dillinger, who I guess is fucking wherever American Alpha is. They must have ran off somewhere. Why don't we get the fucking fashion police on that case? Where the fuck is American Alpha and Ty Dillinger? That's what Money in the Bank should have been. Instead of risking humanizing and overexposing Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, but then JD, what do you do with the other three guys? What do you do with them at Money in the Bank? Simple. AJ and Kevin Owens, after Backlash and the way that match ended, open-ended ending. You book it again. You make some type of stipulation out of it. Falls count anywhere. I would have much rather seen AJ and Kevin Owens go at it again, being that they had the best match of the fucking night at Backlash. John Cena's hanging around. I would have booked Cena and Nakamura at Money in the Bank. Can you imagine Owens and Styles for the U.S. Championship? Nakamura versus Cena in a dream match. The Money in the Bank ladder match. The women being added in a ladder match for the Money in the Bank briefcase, first time ever. Tag Team Championships, New Day versus Usos, which was announced tonight. And then Jinder versus Randy Orton. I mean, why can I book a better Money in the Bank or a better pay-per-view than the actual people that work in WWE? Are they this stupid? Do they not know who they have on their roster anymore? Why are some guys being used and risked being overexposed, and some people aren't being used at all? I don't know. Maybe I just overthink things. Maybe I'm just myself a goon. But I know, as you guys watch this review, I see a lot of heads doing this. Yeah, you know what? JD is right. JD is right. He's making sense of that. Nakamura doesn't need to be in Money in the Bank. The match sells itself. Why have I seen him every single week since Backlash? Meanwhile, I only seen him once, maybe twice on the build to Backlash. I don't get it. Why does he need to be there? If he's that special, if he's that big of an enigma, treat him like one. I don't like that at all. Tag team match was good. It went 13 minutes. Got no problems with it. When you got Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn on the same fucking team against Kevin Owens, why am I going to complain? Great match. Nakamura and Sami Zayn win. Nakamura, again, like I said, being risked of being overexposed. But I don't know where they go if they're going to continue down this road. I don't know where they're going to go when he finally becomes humanized, because that's what they're doing. That's the end result here. Is he going to be special? Is Nakamura going to still be special by the time we get to SummerSlam? That's the true test. Knowing WWE, probably not. But Nakamura delivered a Kinshasa to Owens, pinned him 1, 2, 3. I don't see Nakamura losing at all to anybody, but they gotta watch and be careful. They really do. They got to be careful. Nakamura and Sami Zayn win. Nakamura with the Kinshasa to Kevin Owens. Usos. They've been doing amazing work as heels. Their promos have been straight fucking fire. I love the intensity that the Usos bring. Now, being that they beat Breezango, what's left for the Usos? I knew, and anybody could see it coming, that the Usos and the New Day, when the New Day were ready to come back, that was going to be the program WWE was going to build towards. I didn't realize that they were in Atlanta. I didn't realize that Xavier Woods is from Atlanta. You know, those two proponents made sense. They debuted the New Day for the first time ever on SmackDown Live tonight. They came back and they challenged the Usos for the Tag Team Championship. Before that, before we even seen the Usos were pretty much cutting down everybody. They said American Alpha would beat them. Nope. No way. Just like they thought the Atlanta Falcons were going to beat the New England Patriots. Nope. Absolutely not. New Day comes out, interrupts the Usos, and Kofi seems to be well after his injury and surgery. Xavier Woods looked good. Big E looked good. They looked happy to be back. And Xavier said, "Hey, Ma, nice shirt." I'm guessing his mother was in the crowd. But they challenged the Usos for the Tag Team Championships at Money in the Bank. And Shane McMahon ordered this match at the pay-per-view. "Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary," said Jey Uso. Big E then wisely says, hey, listen, we know what happens in a penitentiary. And Big E got serious. "I see those tag team titles, and we want them." Xavier says that they can do this the easy way or the hard way. Jay then said, "This ish is about to get real." Jimmy said they run the show. So he suggested that the New Day leave before they take you three unicorns out back, old Yeller style. New Day said that was a little harsh. Xavier says that they don't run the show, but it's so cute with your little hats and hoodies. He says they know the man who does run the show, and that's Shane McMahon. And they got some special opponents coming up at Money in the Bank. Who? It's the fucking Usos. Tag Team Championships are going to be decided at Money in the Bank. Little soon. I thought they'd hold off and wait till SummerSlam. But this is WWE. We're talking about the land of people with no patience. So, Tag Team Championships on the line. Usos and New Day should be an entertaining feud. I love the Usos and the intensity they bring. The New Day, always entertaining, and they looked refreshed. Nice change of scenery was desperately needed for those guys. Should be a very, very good match. And I'm liking it so far, man. Very, very good segment. Fashion Files. I'm glad that they're still continuing with Breezango. This one was probably the weakest of the Fashion Files segments that we've seen in the last couple of weeks. This one pretty much focused on Fandango and him talking to himself with thoughts in his head. He's seen the fashion police department door open. Somebody had broken into their offices. He walks in. He sees a mess all over the place. Pictures thrown about. Table broken. Papers everywhere. He sees a silhouette, a shadowy silhouette, standing in the far corner of the room. We can't see it. And she looked like a beautiful woman. Now, I don't know who it was. Maybe it was fucking Caitlyn with the fucking sex tape leak that was today, that was posted all over Twitter. I'm not going to post it, but clearly everybody's a fucking bloodthirsty fucking clown out there. And you guys raided every fucking Twitter handle you could to get your hands on that shit. I seen retweets and retweets and retweets about Caitlyn all fucking day. Whatever. She got what she deserved, I guess, for leaking fucking shit on her phone or having shit on her phone. As always, she got hacked. And there you go. No, it wasn't Caitlyn. I don't know who it was. But they panned away from the silhouette. And then there's fucking Breezango or Tyler Breeze standing there in a woman's dress. So then they were asking, what's going on here? You know? What can we do here? Who did this? Who destroyed our shit? So they look down and seen a clue. And they pick up a cologne bottle. I wonder who that could be. Fandango sprayed the cologne on himself. He starts licking it. He says it tastes like tree bark and fucking some other shit he was talking about. Or it tasted like frog excrement, tree bark, whatever the fuck they were talking about. They said that's the newest lead on their next case. And then that was it. Very weak segment. Very weak segment. I'm glad that they're still utilizing them and keeping them relevant because they really had nowhere else to go after losing twice to the Usos for the Tag Team Championship. But hopefully they can get back to that position because I think they're entertaining. I really do. I wish they would lighten up on the comedy and add a little bit more dose of seriousness because right now It's too much comedy and not enough seriousness. And when teams like that can mix humor and be serious and get the job done, that's the type of formula that I like. But right now, it's just too many fun and games with Breezango. I'm enjoying them. I'm glad they're getting an opportunity, but you got to scale back on the comedy and add a little bit more dose of seriousness there. That's all I'm going to say about that. Probably the biggest thing of the night, the biggest piece of information here, there was supposed to be a fatal five-way. Charlotte, Tamina, Natalya, Carmella, and Becky Lynch. The winner of this match, elimination style, would challenge Naomi at Money in the Bank for the briefcase, or for the Women's Championship. Speaking of the briefcase, this match never got underway. All these women beat the shit out of each other. It was fucking pure chaos. You got all these women, right? You got 3 or 4 referees out there. They can't break up the fucking chaos, and I use that term loosely, that the women are causing by ringside. Becky's on top of Carmella. You got Natty and Charlotte. Tamina's going after Charlotte. Pure chaos. Charlotte at one point picks up Natalya and powerbombs him through the announce table. Or powerbombs her through the announce table. She throws Natalya into the steel steps. Just all over the place. Then all of a sudden, we got Charlotte jumping off the fucking the top turnbuckle, doing a moonsault on top of Natty and Tamina. Almost killed herself. At that point, Shane McMahon comes out, starts dancing all over the place. You got 5 women. You got your entire women's division being beat up, killing each other on the outside, and you're doing fucking dance steps in the aisleway, you know? He comes into the ring, announces for the first time ever. For the first time ever, they're making history. That SmackDown is going to have its entire women's division compete at Money in the Bank in the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. That's good news. That's good news. That's the first thing since Backlash that we will have a lot of interest in. I just hope nobody kills themselves. I just hope that these women who've never utilized a ladder before, ever, I hope they know what they're doing. I hope nobody gets seriously injured. I hope the WWE takes proper precaution, being that we got these women who've never used a ladder before inside a physical match. Hope everything goes right. But it is exciting. And Nia Jax, don't know if she was throwing some shade at Monday Night Raw, tweeted out tonight, "Oh, look at that. SmackDown's women's roster is making history. Congratulations on the Money in the Bank ladder match in a couple of weeks. Isn't that great? SmackDown uses all of their women every single week." I don't know what the fuck that was about, but you can't blame her for being frustrated. You have a 3-hour show, Kevin Dunn and Vince McMahon. Why can't you feature all your women on the same show? Because you are fucking clueless. And Monday Night Raw is fucking garbage. I don't blame her. Now, something like that might get her in hot water. You gotta be careful about what you say. But clearly, there's a lot of unhappy people right now on Monday Night Raw, including the viewer. And then people want to know why a lot of us choose SmackDown over Raw. It's because more times than not, they make much more sense of things than they do on Monday Night Raw. 3 hours. You have a roster you could book every single week for 3 hours. SmackDown has a 2-hour show, and they utilize 6 women. 6 women every single week. They find television time for every female on that roster. Monday Night Raw, Emma, hard to come by. Nia, hard to come by. Dana Brooke, she don't even belong in NXT. Get her off the fucking roster. You know? But look at what they did with Bayley and Alexa. Embarrassing. Give me a break. Just truly goes to show you how shitty Monday Night Raw is. Breezango found their newest lead. Remember that cologne bottle they found in the office? Well, that was their new clue. This led them right to the colognes. Ooh, look at that. Pick up a cologne bottle, They got a match with the Colognes. Love it. Breezango and the Colognes, man, nothing but a comedy match. You know, Tyler Breeze got to cut it out with the fucking mop. It was old news last week when they used it against the Usos. Enough already. You know, this guy's still undercover. One day he comes out dressed as a grandma. One day he comes out dressed as Nikki Bella. Now he's dressed up as a fucking janitor. You know? But Fandango and Primo had a tug of war over the mop. Breeze then comes from behind and nails Primo with the unprettier for the win. Breezango beats the Colognes. That was pretty much it. We got Randy Orton. Randy Orton's in the ring. Randy Borton. Don't know what else I could call him. Babyface Orton. Boring. He made his ring entrance. He said, in this case, if anybody's been living under a rock for the last 17 years, my name is Randy Orton. I know who you are, motherfucker. I don't gotta like you, but I know who you are. Says he's beaten the best in the industry. Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, to name a few. Said his father was in the main event of the very first WrestleMania. So this is in my blood. He said if his grandfather was still alive, he'd slap him for losing the world title to a man like Jinder Mahal. That's a nice way to bury your new WWE champion. Which I'm now hearing the WWE is not even touring India. The WWE is not even touring India this year. Per a latest report. So being that Randy Orton is going to be in his hometown of St. Louis, maybe we get Randy Orton winning the title back for a 14th time. And maybe we get AJ Styles versus Randy Orton at SummerSlam. And the Jinder experiment will be a 1-month deal. We don't know yet. But that's what I read yesterday. I'm sure I'll be reviewing that and going over that piece of news this weekend. WWE not touring India. Don't know what that means. We'll see what happens. But nice way to bury Jinder Mahal. His grandfather would slap the shit out of him for losing the title to a guy like Jinder Mahal. He said his generation just went out and accomplished things without talking about it because it was the American way. He says he's going to take his title back the same way his grandfather would have wanted him to, by going out there and just doing it and not telling anybody how. He's just going to do it. It's a two-way street. Respect. It works two ways. He said Jinder thinks he's earned everyone's respect. He says all he's earned is a good old-fashioned Orton family ass-kicking. Says that in his hometown of St. Louis at Money in the Bank, he can't step foot in his hometown again if he doesn't reclaim what is rightfully his. He says that they should ask any of the greats, his father, the Gagnes, Harley Race, and they'll say winning is the only option. He vowed to be champion for a 14th time. Jinder Mahal then appeared on the big screen. He looked typical. Looked like the typical champion, the foreigner, who's just got this disgusted look about America, standing next to the Singh brothers. Said Randy Orton is just like every other ignorant American who tells stories of greatness of a bygone era. He said his country is in decay. He says that he is now a symbol of the past, living on the coattails of what was once. He says he should behold the present and the future. Jinder Mahal, the Maharaja. I don't know if Jinder Mahal is gonna walk out of St. Louis with a championship. I don't know. With this news that WWE's not touring India, we might be going right back to a boring babyface Randy Orton title reign. Listen, Jinder Mahal cut a decent promo, man. Cut a decent promo. He didn't sound like I sound tonight. All hoarse and sick, losing his voice. Sounded good. He looked good. And I said it on Off the Script this past weekend. I'm willing to give Jinder a shot with the title. If it's going to get him legit heat for the right reasons, I don't mind him being the champion. I don't mind him being the champion. He's just got to do a little bit better in the ring because I'm not a fan of his in-ring work. And you guys know that, him being made into a champion after the last 7 years of fucking nothing, and the last 7 months, especially on Monday Night Raw, very hard to grasp at him being a WWE champion. It's as if WWE knew they wanted an Indian representative, and they put this guy in the lab, injected him whatever the fuck they had, and he came out looking like a superhuman. And then Vince McMahon seen him. He dropped his fucking pants, jerked off a little bit at Mahal's new physique, and said, Kevin Dunn, let's give him the WWE Championship. Okay, bitch. Okay. You know? But Kevin Dunn can't operate with a half-working voice. You have to wait on that. But I'm willing to give Jinder Mahal a shot. I am. He's got the look. He's got the promo ability when he wants, when he's not sounding like I am. But I'm willing to give him a shot. You know, they worked on him for a month. They gave him the championship. We have to live with it. There's no sense in complaining. If they can make me into a believer now that he's the champion, I mean, we got 3 weeks till Money in the Bank, but I doubt it's gonna take 3 weeks. But if they can prove something to me, I don't mind him beating Randy Orton. I'd much rather have Jinder Mahal as the champion than Randy Orton, to be perfectly honest with you. I just don't like the rumors that they're setting him up for a feast to John Cena. That's the only thing I don't like. Because it's just typical. John Cena comes in, Mr. All-America, defeats the evil foreigner, reclaims patriotism for the United States of America. Same old shit. We don't need to see that. But Jinder did good. Jinder did good. And finally, in the main event, Dolph Ziggler versus AJ Styles. One thing I want to make mention here. We didn't get to this match until 9:51. Okay? We got to this match at 9:45. WWE's been doing this picture-in-picture deal. They do it sometimes in the beginning of the show, and then they don't do it when they really should be doing it. Again, things that don't make sense to me, like I talked about at the beginning of the video. Why they do things that don't make sense. They got picture-in-picture during the fucking tag team match with Breezango and the Colognes. They got it during the tag team match with Nakamura and Zayn versus Corbin and Owens. But when the main event comes, and you guys got Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles in the fucking main event, they don't want to do picture-in-picture. Did we really need to see what happened in the Breezango and Colognes match? Why couldn't you save that one picture-in-picture moment for AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler so we didn't have to miss any of that action? We missed 5 minutes of action, and when we came back, we only had 10 minutes left of AJ and Dolph Ziggler in the main event. Why are we going to commercial in the main event? If you're utilizing picture-in-picture, utilize it where it makes most sense. What are people going to want to see? I know I want to see Styles and Ziggler. They're two of the best that SmackDown has. Why would I want to break away from that? Why do I want to see what happens with Breezango and the Colognes? Nobody gives a fuck. I've been very high on Breezango, but I don't give a shit what happens during the commercial. This is your fucking main event. You got Dolph Ziggler claiming he's the only one who's won Money in the Bank out of everybody in that match in 3 weeks. You got AJ Styles in the fucking main event. He's one of the more popular guys in the company. Two guys who can fucking give you a 5-star match any given night, and you go into commercial. 9 minutes of Ziggler and Styles with no picture-in-picture. Come on, man. This is the shit I'm talking about. Things that don't make sense. Dolph Ziggler won clean. See people complaining on Twitter. Oh, AJ's buried. Who gives a fuck? You think Dolph Ziggler beating AJ Styles means anything? Of course not. Dolph Ziggler only won because he's not winning at Money in the Bank. What are you complaining about? AJ can do anything he wants. He's untouchable. Well, because he lost to Dolph Ziggler doesn't mean he's buried or he's a bum or a loser. Fucking got teamed with Nakamura last week and stood tall with Nakamura in the ring after beating a team of Ziggler and Owens. The fuck are you guys watching? I might not be tweeting, but I know what I'm watching. Styles is going to have a good showing at Money in the Bank. Okay? He lost to Owens at Backlash because of bullshit. It's not like he got pinned. And Dolph Ziggler could use a clean victory. I don't hate Dolph Ziggler. I think Dolph Ziggler's great. I think Dolph Ziggler should leave WWE when his contract is up. I think Dolph Ziggler should go to New Japan. I think Dolph Ziggler should call up Kenny Omega. Bro, make some room for me in the Bullet Club. I'm coming over. You know? But Ziggler won. He beat Styles. Zigzag. 1, 2, 3. Pin Styles clean. Why? Because he's not winning at Money in the Bank. That victory tonight just solidified Ziggler is not winning at Money in the Bank. Just keep that in your thought. That's all it is. Styles will be back. Styles is going to be 2-time WWE champion before you guys can even breathe. So don't worry about it. I wanted to see more. WWE's got to utilize the picture-in-picture a little bit better. Save it for the main event. Save it for your other co-main event. If you're not going to do it every commercial, save it for when it counts. For when we want to see something like that. Sucks that WWE just wasted it on a tag team match nobody cared about. That's your SmackDown Live review. If you enjoyed the review, hit the thumbs up and let me know what you think down below in the comments. I am JD. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206. And I will see you guys tomorrow with something. I'm sure there's some news I could talk about. And then NXT, Lucha Underground on Thursday. IRW Network on Thursday as well. Off the Script Retro making its debut on the IRW Network. So go sign up for free right now. Come June 1st, it's going to be $2.99 a month. And then Friday, Extreme Rules preview and predictions for Off the Script. I am JD. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you all tomorrow with more great WWE content. Until then, hit that thumbs up. And I'll see you all on Wednesday afternoon. Talk to you later.